Right, so I think we could probably call this a part 2 to my previous video. It's been playing in my mind ever since I came back, just exactly what happened while I was up there. If you've not watched my video, go watch that. It's the last one I just did. I'll leave a link to it in the underbar as well. I was camping up there, it was a UFO hotspot, strange occurrence. This guy just came walking through my camp, gave me a creepy look and disappeared into the bushes at the side of my camp. And I've got to go back. I'm going back tonight. I'm going back tonight to do an investigation to find out exactly what happened, or follow the guy's footsteps where he walked through my camp, follow it and see if there's any route through where he went, and basically just find out what went off and complete the stealth camp, stay there overnight and camp there and, you know, see what happens. That's my intentions. So just to prove this wasn't all done the same day, as you can see, my video was uploaded already. That was 22 hours ago. And just to prove it a little bit more, Alexa, what is today's date?
Today is Thursday, April 20th.
There we go, just to prove that this isn't a setup and it's not all done on the same day that I filmed that video there. So I'm on my way to the site where I was in the last video. You probably noticed I haven't got the Bergen on. I've got a streamline kit. You know, I started thinking, do I really want to be camping in a fixed spot, knowing I might be in the same situation that I was in the last time I was up there? So I thought I'll just take the basic amount of equipment. I've just got a ground sheet, some water, some food, camera equipment. And I thought, yeah, let's just go do it. So what I'm going to be doing is, I'll just, at certain times of the night, I'll just sit down, I'll rest. But the idea is to keep walking around all night and, you know, just investigate the area, just investigate that path where that guy came through my camp. Right guys, sorry for the noise, but I wanted to show you this. These are those two communication towers I was talking about in the other video. You can just see them centre screen now. I'll mark them with a circle. You can see them centre screen. That's where the strange lights have been sighted over the last few nights, from there, point to it, from this area right over to that area over there. So here guys, just walking up at the side of the bypass again. That's the woods there. See, it's a very, very dense wood. And yeah, this is the only other way in, is that way. Is that way there, it's through that gate, or it's the entrance up there that I went through when I went to look at the balloon that was up in the trees. That'll be interesting to see if that's still there. It's probably blown away by now, but I'll bring you back when I get up to the site where I was last time. So there's definitely activity coming up here, because there's actually footprints in the mud coming up to the entrance that I went through up here. And here. Somebody's carved an initial in the wood, LR. That's about what, this is where I came through the other night. This was around about the time the other night when I was taking all my stuff down, ready to come home after the sighting. In fact, I think it was around about now that I actually saw the guy going through camp. So let's see what we can see. I'm just following an established trail. could be a badger trail going through the woods up here. On here, follow that path up there. You can hear the noise that I'm making going through the woods. There's lots of tiny branches, and for that guy to not make any noise whatsoever is extremely strange. It's just weird. Here we are, look. We're back at the campsite again. Doesn't look like that's been used since the last time I was here. Whew. So we'll get on the path. See, there's a track going through there, going that way. And that's like it's been heavily used, that trail. And it looks like someone's been up here, like preparing wood and a little shelter, camping out. What would have been perfect for this sort of thing would be an EM meter, electromagnetic radiation meter. Would have been great. I could have gone along the path and taken some readings just to see if there was anything, you know, out of the ordinary on that path, but maybe that's something I can get in the future. But it would be interesting. Be careful going down here. I'm going to arse over tit. Right. I see there are established trails going through the woods, so these are being walked by people. And obviously, this is a path up to the old golf course at the top up there. Right, guys, I'll bring you back when I get to the site. Right. So we're just coming up on the site. You can see there's a path going down that way, down there. I think that's the path that goes all the way down and leads to where I came in on that other path, where the campfire is. That must go down that way. And you know, I came through here when I came camping, through here. So the guy came from down that way, down there somewhere. That's where he came from. Because I first spotted him from that down. You can't see it at the minute, I'll show you in a minute. But he came from down there, in those trees down there. And I can't see a physical way to get through down there. So we'll go and have a look. We'll have a look and see what's down there. So he came from down there, he followed this path through, walking through. I can't see any footprints. I cannot see any footprints at all. And it's soft mud. There's no footprints here at all. I mean, this is the trail he would have been on. Am I leaving footprints? I'm leaving a little bit of a footprint. So, comes through here. I'm between those two silver birch trees there. As you can see, those two, centre screen. I'm looking directly at him at this point, and this is where he starts to give me the creepy look. So he's walking past here, he's giving me the creepy look all the way up here, and at this point I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? And then he walks on this path up here. See, I just made noise, and there's all these brambles in the way, and I didn't hear him make any noise coming through here whatsoever. And you can't help it, because look at all the brambles in the way on the path. You know, leg height look. You're gonna make noise, and he didn't make any noise. And that was a weird thing. And they're like little traps in the way. You've got to physically move them out of the way, and he didn't do any of that. And that's what really freaked me out. It's like, how the hell are you moving without making any noise? So he must have come down here this way, all the way down here. And there's no path to the side. All the way down here. And this is the route I took to check to see if it was a faster way down. See, I nearly fell over that then. They snag you at every turn. So how we got through here without making any noise whatsoever, I just don't understand. But so you come through here, there's all these brambles in the way again, and I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear any crunching of branches or anything. So you come through here, as you can see, there are massive gorse bushes in the way, and this is the path he must have taken, because you can't go down through there because there's no established path down that way. This is the only path going through. And we've gone down this way through here. So be careful and get tripped up by these fucking things. Yeah, through here. See the size of these thorn bushes? And he went through here. And don't forget, he was carrying a bin liner with something inside it. And God knows what that was. And you come through to this bit in here. And it's muddy down here, and I can't see any footprints. Right, we'll have a look. Right, there's some footprints there. There's definitely footprints there. That's definitely footprints. That's a footprint. That's a footprint there. That's a footprint. That's a footprint. There's a footprint there as well. It's just freaking me out, this, guys, because that doesn't look recent. That doesn't look recent. You know, if you're going to walk, I mean, obviously that's been disturbed there. It's definitely been disturbed. But I can't walk through here without making a noise. And you're into this bit down here. Now, from this point, I don't know where he would have gone. Not a clue. So maybe it was down here. We've got some disturbed ground down here. Maybe he went down here. Because it doesn't look like there's a route through. I mean, you could go that way. There's something up there. I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. Come round here. This might be a good spot to stop tonight, actually. Prop myself up in front of that tree. I'm just looking for footprints to see if there's any recent activity coming through it, because it would have only been like two or 3 days ago. But this is really soft mud, and those footprints don't look recent. And this is the only really way you could come through it, apart from that back way up there. I mean, that's a footprint there. I can see there's an outline of a footprint there. But it doesn't look recent. I mean, this loose moss on the ground and stuff, you're walking through, I mean, that's been disturbed. But where would you go? I mean, it's a guessing game now. I mean, that just goes straight down there. But if you're carrying a bin liner, and this is what I don't understand, there's a more direct route. You don't have to come through this wood if your intention is to go down to the path down there. You can just walk on the path straight through. So why come through the wood carrying a bin liner with something heavy? That's what I don't get. That's why I don't understand. It's not logical. It's not logical at all. So yeah, we'll get out of this wood for a bit, and I'll bring you back in a bit. So there's this piece of scrap. There's some scrap over there. There. And there's disturbed ground, but I think that's badgers, where they've been digging. They've been digging the ground up, looking for grubs and snails and stuff. Like that there. It's like a patch of like exposed ground where the leaves fell, but it's been moved away. There's like patches all over. That doesn't suggest like human activity to me. That's like an animal searching for food on the ground. And there is a lot of evidence that there's a lot of badger activity around here. That's a bit weird. There's actually grooves in the ground on there. That is. Like grooves in the ground where it's been moved away. But I'm going to show you the activity that I found, the badger activity. I think that's over here actually. This is just come in. It's over here, I think. Where's that gone now? So it's like, oh, it's down here, I think. So to me, all these like patches here where you can see where all the leaves have been moved, that's just like where badgers have been digging for food. And you know what backs it up is you've got, this is where they've been digging roots up and stuff. See where they've been digging for food and stuff around here. So yeah, I think this whole area is like badgers. Anybody in the comments know why these trees have got tape around them? I know it doesn't look like anything like it's anything official or anything like that. It just looks like somebody just put some tape around a tree, and it's the same with that one down there. That's taped off as well. Down there, that one. Just wondered if there was like any significance as to why they're taped off. Just a little bit weird that. So I've come down here to see if I can find the balloon that was in the tree the other day. I have to be careful because it's really, really slippy around here. I can't see any balloon anywhere. But it was up in that tree there. It was up in one of these trees here, and I can't see it. And that doesn't mean anything because obviously it's been windy since I was last here. So it could have just been blown out of the trees and blown somewhere else by now. So yeah, no sign of the balloon. Right, moved on from that bit. We're in the middle of nowhere now, and we're just doing an explore, just exploring what we can see. It's definitely a trail. I don't know what that is there. It's obviously somebody's farm down there. The gate down here. Yeah. So this is, what trail is this? So this is John Field Rotary Walk. Okay. We'll follow the trail up here and we'll see where it goes. I've never actually been up this way, so we're a few miles away from, well, quite a few miles away from my last location now. Decided to walk for a bit, just have a look around. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. If it drizzles, I'll just head back to the underpass and just sit under there or find some shelter somewhere. But this is pretty awesome. It's turned into a bit of an explore now. Right, I'm going to turn this light off because I don't want to distract the traffic on the bypass. Right. Right guys, so at the minute I'm doing the ultimate stealth camp. I'm actually underneath an overpass, you can see that down there. Underneath the overpass and the motorway, well the is just there. See the cars going past. This is going to be my little spot for the night. This is where I was going to come. I can't really see anything. It's overcast out there and there's no stars out, so I doubt we're going to see any lights tonight. Sorry about that guys. So it's turned into a bit of an extreme stealth camp. So this is what I've got on the ground. As you can see, I've just got a ground sheet down. That's it, that's me, that's all I'm sleeping on tonight. That's it. So yeah, propped up against this this concrete pillar, and that's me for the night guys.